Good luck to both.
Half a lifetime ago, will Lewis try to jump on Klitschko early on? He's been very, very aggressive usually when he's fought big men. Looking for that right hand straight away. Klitschko with his awkward but sometimes effective style gets in with a right hand as they work in close. Klitschko has demolished two British opponents, Julius Francis and Herbie Hyde, in 2 rounds.
Ian, somebody's got to try and get control with that punch.
And although he's feeling the strength of Klitschko too, gets there with a right hand that momentarily seemed to trouble Lewis, who hasn't got his jab going yet.
Well, the right hand is the danger punch. Lennox drops.
Klitschko freezing early on. He's holding his own.
Watch the elbows, watch the elbows. Stop, stop.
Lewis is giving away 6 years. Klitschko, who's only lost once in 33 fights, and that was on an injury. It's a good start this by Klitschko, who rams in a very good-looking right hand. He's getting the better of things in this opening round. And the right hand forces Lewis back. Signs of early problems, but Lewis has been there and done it so many times. With stone 4.5 pounds around. He's looking for the right hand over the top. Lewis does sometimes leave his left quite low and leaves himself open to that. At last, Lewis gets the jab working and an uppercut, but it was the challenger's opening round.
Klitschko's already breathing heavily after that first round. First round, which he was a little busier in, and he got through with a couple of nice shots like that right hand.
They love a big fight in LA. They haven't had enough of them. But this Staples Center had a thriller in Oscar De La Hoya a couple of years back. Klitschko started well, but can Lewis get his jab going? Oh, there's a big right hand from Klitschko. Emotion, he said, when I heard I was fighting Lewis. And yet again, his quick hands troubling the long reigning champion.
Early on.
Well, there might be ring rust. Over a year out of the ring, it's the longest break. Taking this at 2 weeks' notice and gets it with the right hand, and Lewis wants to hold. He's hurt by that. He wanted to hold. Klitschko has got him a bit wobbly here. Lewis is in trouble here in round 2.
Smile and say something, but he definitely got hurt by that shot. Lennox's chin is coming in the air.
All the makings of an upset early on here. Can Lewis turn this around again? He's hit with the right hand by this big, strong Ukrainian.
Lewis looking ton.
When we saw the weigh-in, but there's a left jab of some authority by Lewis, and that rocked Klitschko momentarily. Stopped him in his tracks. It was a heavy, heavy shot. Best yet from Lewis. But Klitschko comes back again, and Lewis, his defense looks a bit leaky tonight.
Well, I think there's definite ring rust there. He's looking slow and ponderous.
The longer this goes, it won't get any easier. Another right hand and another one from Klitschko, who looks the boss at the moment. But you never know. This is the kind of fight where one punch could turn
to Klitschko, but he's walking on the punches as he comes forward.
Klitschko got there with a left hook as well. Lewis is trying to gamble with big shots. He's forgotten the jab, and he's leaving himself really open. He just looks a shadow of himself at the moment. Where's that authority and sharpness and snap? And Klitschko, at the moment, is looking the likely winner of this.
Forward trying to gamble, and he's leaving himself wide open. Klitschko's teeing off with big right hands like that. He just seems to be without any sort of game plan. He doesn't seem to know what he wants to do, Lennox.
Stewart seems certain that the hook is going to get him in the end. He's known. He's beginning to show why in here. And now Lewis goes for it. Is he going to show championship quality here with an all...
Ever known. So he's got to try and do something special here.
Bit of damage by Lewis's left eye. And there's a cut now by Klitschko's left. As he turns around, Klitschko is cut by the left eye.
Good work with the jab from Klitschko.
Yeah, there'll be tremendous excitement in the city square in Kiev, where I think 100,000 people were planning to gather to watch this. But Lewis isn't done with yet. Not quite. He's blinking away the blood. Klitschko, it's a problem. We thought it might be dramatic. It is.
Lewis looking.
He's got a real problem with that cut, Glenn.
He has, and we know he doesn't react well when he's injured. Quit the last time, his only loss on an injury.
Well, he's going to have to show the right temperament and mentality tonight. He surely wouldn't quit in this situation, getting the better of things. Now Lewis starts to find the range with that jab. Is Klitschko going to be discouraged by the injury? This is where...
Of this round, that solid jab, backing Klitschko up.
There's the jab again. Is there a turning of the tide in this round with the cut? He walked onto a right hand, Lewis, but walked straight through it, surprisingly.
The left hand is down from Lewis. He can't afford to gamble too much.
Trees will be the last standing in the forest.
But I think that cut has worried Klitschko.
They need to get to work on that, and quickly. Otherwise, it might signal the end of his hopes in the fight. He looks dispirited all of a sudden. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
A really, really bad cut.
Gosh, and it's a shame. He was caught too with jabs, and once he got the jab going, he got some other punches going too, Lewis.
Well, that showed that right hand. That's what looked like where the cut was caused.
Klitschko has to go for it here. There's no knockdown there. He missed with the left hand. Oh, and Klitschko then looked as if he tried to kick Lewis while on the floor. Lewis picks him up. Extraordinary. And the crowd burst into applause.
Lewis just looking for the big right hand.
At the moment, I must say the cut work in the corner didn't look the most sophisticated for Klitschko's team, did it?
No, I don't think there's an awful lot you could do with a cut like that. It was a slap.
Left jab, right hand follows. Both have had periods of ascendancy in establishing that. There are moments here where they both look ready to go.
Lewis was caught a little short right hand, still dropping that left. Got to be careful in there.
What about Lewis's stamina, Glenn? Klitschko's got the jab working and is keeping Lewis away for the most part in this round. It's been a good little comeback, this, from the Ukrainian, who's never mixed at this kind of...
Never doubted Lewis's heart.
Another big right hand. But Lewis gets back again with the jab. It's Klitschko just the busier. The two heavyweights who look like they've done 10 rounds already. Stopped Roy Harris, who is at ringside tonight, still looking well. Stewart, the trainer of Lewis, predicted a finisher.
Lewis looking for the uppercut.
Good left hand from Lewis, turned the punch cleverly. But Klitschko's been used to going long distances in his recent fights. 6 out of the last 7 have gone at least 9 rounds.
Well, he's loading up an awful lot, Lennox. That'll take a lot more out of him.
Is Klitschko prepared to go through the pain barrier this time, to fight in the trenches? He's going to do it this time. He can't walk away from it as he did when he had the shoulder in.
Good left hook there from Klitschko.
Who seems to be just the boss, doesn't he? Lewis looking a bit troubled and disorganised as he sacks against the ropes. Is he trying to just play possum a bit at all? Lennox is getting a bit swollen under his left eye too. Showing good boxing ability as well. Klitschko is just caught there by a right hand. Luckily it just seemed to glance off the temple rather than catch him flush. The cut's worse again for Klitschko, and it comes at a point where he looks.
Good jab from Lennox there.
Well, Lewis fought well for the last 20 seconds of the round, but Klitschko breathes heavily as he goes back to the corner, and his face is a mess. Is there a cut on the cheek as well?
The others all to Klitschko, who's just been busier.
The crowd in this $375 million of Lennox Lewis's 3rd reign as world heavyweight champion. Our American TV colleagues have it closer, with Klitschko only a point ahead. Good shots again from the Ukrainian. Fighters were involved. Just being around Lewis, he sensed weaknesses about him. He studied him, fought the fight 1,000 times in his head. Oh, what an uppercut from Lewis! Absolute peach! Now
He really is. With such damage, he's still around the eye, he's still fighting, he's took some good...
Vitali Klitschko was the first man to stop the durable Larry Donald. That was late. Blood from Klitschko's mouth as well. He must be very, very uncomfortable in there. Scoring, by the way, as the heads clash on the inside again. Sharp little left hook. And Klitschko looks strong as he bulls Lewis back across the ring. Not too worried if he has to use... But I think Lewis tonight might have met someone who's as physically strong as him.
Yeah, I think that might be true. And if he is, Lennox will be feeling it more.
Oh, there's the uppercut again from Lewis, who is showing some championship quality because he's tired, but this is not a fighter at his peak anymore. This is around the age. They've stopped the fight. They've stopped the fight, and they're going to declare Lewis the winner. They think it was caused by a punch. It doesn't go to the scorecards. The crowd are in uproar, but Lewis is still the champion. Klitschko cannot go on because of the cuts. The end comes suddenly at the end of round 6 in a fight that must have been in the balance. But I think there's going to be a row here. Should they be going to the cards?
Well, there's arguments. Klitschko's shouting no, he can't believe it.
I don't think Klitschko knows he was retired. Absolute mayhem here. Arguments going on. Lewis has been declared the winner by the referee, who must have thought a cut caused it. His crowd are not happy about that ending, but those are bad injuries. Klitschko is claiming a moral victory, and it would be interesting to know what the cards were saying at that point, wouldn't it? It's getting a bit tasty in there. 1 or 2 people are losing their tempers. Listen to the boos. The crowd here believe that Klitschko has got a raw deal, if indeed he has lost the fight. This is one of the most controversial finishes in heavyweight history, certainly in recent times.
Well, the crowd are on Klitschko's side.
Lou Moret, acting on the advice of Dr. Paul Wallace at ringside, has called a halt to the contest because of severe injuries suffered by Klitschko. The winner, officially at the end of 6 rounds by TKO victory, and still a heavyweight champion of the world, Lennox